When I was in law school, I had an opportunity to work at the public defender's office in Denver. The great thing about that opportunity was I learned that I really loved to be in court, and as I did more of that kind of work, I learned that there'd be less and less courtroom opportunities in the business world.
I've known Marc for almost 6 years. I arrived at my desk at my new job, and Marc had just started earlier as an attorney at the same firm, perhaps a few months earlier. So we were colleagues and kind of went through the experience of our jobs together.
I met Marc years ago. We were working a case together, a very complex case. The first thing that really came to mind about Marc when I look back at that time period was we're the same age, and he had only been licensed for 6 months longer than me. Really, I was learning from him at that time.
A few years into my practice, I came across a gentleman that needed help, had been turned down by every firm in town for representation. And at the end of the day, we were successful in the case. And that was a real turning point for me because all I wanted to present in court was the truth about the case, the truth about him. And having him tell his story and some people support that helped me remember the power of what's possible.
For Marc, this isn't just a job. Marc loves what he does. It's a hobby, it's a passion. I mean, he takes real pride in the craft of being a trial lawyer. I feel like a lot of lawyers go in and they're the attack dog and they punch a guy in the nose, and that's effective for some folks. But Marc cross-examines these doctors or these experts without them knowing they're being cross-examined.
Some people may be a little bit more aggressive, some people may be a little bit, trying to get along a little bit more, and I think there's a fine balance between those two things.
I would say over time he developed a better sense of when to show emotion to the other side, and perhaps how to phrase it in a letter that might sometimes show up later in your case, blown up on a huge screen and put in front of a judge.
There are just a ton of people that have helped me along the way. I come from a really supportive family. Both my parents are hugely influential in my life, and my wife is, who I've been with since I was 16 years old, is enormously important to me. The people I've met through CTLA, Mike Rosenberg, Greg Gold, Jason Jordan, Angela McGraw, my law partner Kurt Zahner, tremendous lawyers and tremendous people, and I rely on folks like that all the time.
To me, it's really nice to see Marc get this award. I mean, he's a local, Coloradan from Aurora, went to University of Denver School of Law, worked hard and came up through the ranks to become a quality trial lawyer that deserves this award.
I'm proud of Marc, but I'm also proud of the organization of CTLA for giving this award to Marc. I'm sure that they had a lot of choices.
CTLA is hugely important in my life for a number of reasons. It's a great resource on the day-to-day practice. The people that I'm inspired by are some of the more critical members of the group, and it's hugely important in protecting our community.